verse 5, uh, those that are meek will inherit the earth. And we define what meekness is. Meekness is being able to choose an attitude of allowing the Holy Spirit to form us, to guide us, to protect us. Um, Being meek is acknowledging that we need the Holy Spirit. We give the illustrations of some birds. Uh, the white American pelican is one of the illustrations that we gave, and this bird flies in V formation because they save energy and they use the air to move. We spoke of the Andean condor, the heaviest bird. It weighs more than 35 pounds, and it flies with effortlessly. It flies spending no energy, no effort. Why? Because they learn to move, and they use the air, they use the wind to move, so they don't get tired. So the question is, if we're getting tired today, if we burn out, if we are exhausted emotionally, if we are mentally depleted, depressed, it is because we are not collaborating with the Holy Spirit. The Bible teaches that Christ gave us the Holy Spirit to move us, to guide us, to protect us, to empower us, to give everything that we need to move forward in the middle of the crisis. And in this COVID-19 crisis, the Holy Spirit is here to guide us, to protect us, to mold us, to empower us, and to move us forward, regardless of what happens. God's plan, God's kingdom is moving forward in the midst of all this crisis. And if your goal makes an echo of God's goal, then you are collaborating with the Holy Spirit. But if your plans, your goals, your dreams go opposite to God's goals for you, then you are going against God's goals. And you will experience more and more frustration, more burned out, more crisis, more frustration, more pain. Why? Because you're not moving in God's direction. So, beloved, where is God moving today? Where is God going? What's God doing? What's the Holy Spirit doing today? How are you collaborating with the Holy Spirit? Being meek is being intentional to collaborate with the Holy Spirit. You interpret what's going on in your life today, the crisis that you live in, and you say, Holy Spirit, how are you going to move me forward? How can we go forward? What's God's plan for you? God's plan is for us to know God. God's plan is to become like Christ. God's plan is to implement God's kingdom, to redeem the earth, the world. That's God's plan. And you could use your profession, your family, everything that you do in God's plan. So, how intentional are we in being meek? The opposite of being meek is being prideful, being rebellious, uh, going my own way because I feel like it, because I want to, because my way is better. That's the opposite of being meek. Okay, so when somebody is not meek, then you're going to suffer a lot, and you're going to be in pain and a lot of frustration because you're going against what God is doing and the way that God is going. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for listening to us. And let the Lord, may be you meek.